Welcome back to Evening Estus, the series where we check out new and upcoming games. And tonight we're going to be checking out The Pale Beyond. This just dropped on Steam and we're going to be checking out for about half an hour together. This will be my first impressions. I've never played this and I've seen very little of it, but I've seen some pretty good reviews on it so far, so I figured let's check it out together. Let's do a new game. Let's start a new expedition right here. Here, let's click this guy. It'll do. Oh, the air be so cold. Oh, the air be so cold, of flake and white, and sailors beg their pledge. To the ice they'll pray that leads reveal. To the ice they'll pray the leads reveal some charted course ahead. Of glory found. Of glory found and forged in frost, so their tale be spread. A hunger draws the desperate here. Such lonely souls need lead. Such lonely souls need lead. What will ye do? When steel hearts break and courage does abscond. I'll learn to live a life out here. Out in the pale beyond. Beautiful. How about that? We just crafted a poem together. Begin my journey. Absolutely, I'm going to begin my journey. This is Temperance, the ship at the bottom of the ocean. How about that? Is that us? Is this how we died? Is this like a... Oh wait, crew wanted. Able-bodied crew wanted for dangerous expedition. Months of darkness, low wages, slim chance for safer... You're really selling it. Glory to be had in the event of success. Very good. How about that? Okay. Very promising. Oh, this looks really nice. You're alone in the office. The tea in your hand is long since gone cold. I'd rather coffee. That's totally true. I love coffee. I have a big problem with how much I love coffee. Looking around the room, you can make out a collection of military books. On the desk is a ship in the bottle. A metronome ticks away steadily. What do I think about it? I mean, it is harmless. It's a little insufferable, but I also do find it rather calming. The dedicated rhythm soothes the senses. It stops. Why'd you stop? Keep waiting. You hear footsteps climbing the stairs that brought you here. Remain standing. The door behind you swings open. The captain bounds past you to the other side of the desk. Do you have all your teeth? Open mouth? You bare your teeth to the man. Good. Okay, so I take that as a yes. Well, hopefully it's a yes. Never be too careful. Captain sits down. It's the little things you lose people to. Are you speaking from experience? ... How many people have died under your supervision? I guess none. As far as I know. Okay, my name's Shaw. None. Meaning you're either perfect for the job, a liar, or you've never been in command. Yeah, well, I've never been in command. I guess the latter. Really? Command tests a person's mettle. Do you think you're ready? I'll have to be. I'm choosing the most dramatic options. Oh, he's smoking. Please take a seat. I'd rather stand. I'm gonna be defiant as hell. Of course, this won't take long. He's really taking his time with that thing. I'm Captain Hunt. Shaw. He nods. So what's the job, then? A few questions first. He looks down at his list of questions. Were you born a landlubber or a sea dog? I'm sorry? A landlubber? I'm from the city? The ocean? The same as yourself? Mixed? If I knew, I'd tell you. I've been all over. Well, me? Personally, I'm from the city. I'm land-born. I'm from the city, but made my way to the sea eventually. Military experience? Criminal, only evading them. What am I? Oh, I'm probably like destroying my run right now. Honesty is good. So you skirted the law before then. That's behind me. Well, you wouldn't be the first to seek redemption on the ice. I'll leave it off your application. Have you ever fired a weapon? Heck yeah. All the time. Have you ever killed a man, directly or otherwise? We said no before. You're not married, are you? That's irrelevant. Exploration is a dangerous profession. You must understand the risk you're putting yourself in. Oh, it's still about being married. Alright, I'm happily married. One must believe they'll return to justify leaving any family in the first place. Yours is counting on that. Months of darkness. Low wages. Slim chance of safe return. That didn't deter you, did it? Good work is hard to come by these days? Quite the opposite. It's why I'm here. I read these way out of order. It's to be expected, surely. I thought it blunt, but it's proven remarkable at weeding out the weak and the pretend. So where are we headed? We're here to find the ship in the bottle. Oh, this ship right here. The Viscount. Heard of it? No, enlighten me. He clears his throat. 5 years ago, she set sail on a research expedition toward the Dead Peninsula. They were trying to find and study the absolute magnetic south. Did they? If they found it, it might have hurt them? Viscount, strange name for a ship. They can't all be named for dukes and princes. Viscount wasn't always hereditary. Was an earned title once. Admirals certainly love their metaphors. Almost as much as their medals. He trails off. Anyway, the point is she never came back. Her last known location was 200 miles south of land, presumed lost to the ice. Are we supposed to be chasing this ship? Exactly. This is beginning to sound like a suicide mission. 5 years is a bit late for a rescue operation. They're probably dead. I agree. They're probably dead. Alive or not, the research is supposedly of extreme importance. Let them continue. Here's what we do know. Not one person or one thing has been heard from the Viscount since it's left the port. Until now? Until now. Someone was found who claims to have been on that ship. Where are they now? Dead. But their testimony seems to have outlived them. Those with more money than sense want that old ship. That's the job. If I don't pick the first mate, somebody else will, and, well, my judge of character has gotten me this far. What of our crew? Quite the mix, a work in progress. Some I've known for years, they get in on trust and experience. Others, well, they interview. Any impress you? That remains to be seen. We do have transport, though. We'll be traveling on board the Temperance. Oh, that was the ship at the bottom of the ocean. Oh, no. It says how we died. She's a beauty. Greenwood, generational. Not many like it left these days. The Viscount and the Temperance. They're sister ships. Built together, sent out of this world to die alone. You seem to love metaphor yourself. Indeed. Perhaps that makes me a hypocrite, but I like to think one calls out for the other. The captain looks at the bottled ship. So what do you think? It's worth it if there's a chance anyone's alive. It sounds like you'll need all the help you can get. We will. The captain checks his watch. Anyway, I think I've heard enough. The captain stands up. We leave in a month. Welcome aboard, Shaw. Proverbially speaking. You're not what I expected. And what did you expect? We're more than our mistakes, Robin. Let people surprise you. I'll see you on the Temperance. The captain makes his way to the door, and you follow. How about that? You arrive at the docks a month to the day. Before you lies a ship, the letters on the side read Temperance. We have like a little modal we can click here. Approach the Temperance. You walk the cobble to the boarding ramp. Beside is a sharply dressed man overseeing the loading of cargo. Speak to the man. He turns to you with a stern expression. You can feel his eyes assessing you. Oh, he knows I'm a landborn. It's good to see someone with land legs. You must be Hunt's pick for first mate. Are we the same? Am I the same as this dude? Good lord. He extends an arm. Richard Templeton, a pleasure. Shake the hand. Go ahead. You accept this offer of a handshake? It's considered a shake. I should be operating as Chief Science Officer on this expedition. I am also the incumbent representative of our benefactor. Do, however, consider myself and my team at you and the captain's disposal. So what did you specialize in? Applied botany. That's reassuring. That's really not what we're doing here, is it? He nods. Oh, it is. No doubt, I needn't inform you of your duties. You're second only to the Captain Hunt himself. Though I must warn you that you have quite the task ahead. The rabble I've spent the afternoon sorting are the same that you'll have to whip into shape. Punctuality, schedule, a strict adherence is what we need if this expedition is to succeed. I expect you to be the organized sort. You will not have been assigned the role otherwise. I doubt there will be much issue. We can only hope. But your role is more strenuous than it would first seem. Let me know when you're ready to depart. And make sure to savor those last moments on land. The less valuable time we waste here, the better. Indeed. Alright, so what do we got here? The city? A young man? Let's talk to the young man. A young man stands at the ramp, steeling himself for the journey ahead. Hesitantly, he begins to drag his feet up the ramp onto the ship. He does not want to be here. He wasn't ready for it. Well, we recruited him. Here we go. Let's go to the city real quick. You'll be gone for quite a while. It'll be some time before you see the city again. Oh, we can't go into it. We're just noting that it's going to be a while. Okay, the Temperance. Hunt's description of the ship was accurate. Oh, look at that. Man, these graphics look awesome. Look at this. Looks so good. Okay, near identical to the Viscount, bearing some modern additions. Or barring some modern additions. Let's set sail. Week 1. Here we go, baby. You, me, and the ice. Week 1 on the Temperance. The Pale Beyond. Oh, man. Yeah, the graphics look so good. I really like that. Music's nice, too. It was really quiet at the beginning, though. Okay, it's been a month on sea. First Mate Shaw, personal log. It's like Star Trek now. It's been 1 month since I signed on, and 1 week since we set sail aboard the Temperance. I'm told the waters will get warmer as we pass the hemisphere before they run colder. The Temperance. I've never been on a ship like this before. She's magnificent. A technical marvel. Elegant machinery expertly weaved through one of the fastest hardwood ships of its day. Reborn for this mission, breathing again with life, she's simply magnificent. And as for the rest of the crew, there are now 22 of us, including the captain. Our next port will be our last before we enter the ice. To pick up the remaining 4 members of the crew, the scouting team. Hunt is also keen to work out a deal on pack with sledding dogs. Ooh, awesome sledding dogs. I've sailed with worse. And I'm sure there are those that might have considered myself in that same light. Let's sign off. We've done it. Log complete. One of the Hunt sailors approaches. This is Joe. Captain wants you at the helm. Good. I want to see him. Humph. He leaves. What's a fine how do you do? Oh, let's go and join him. What's up, Hunt? You ascend the stairs to the stern and find the old captain manning the helm of the ship. Ah, Robin. Lovely day for it, isn't it? It is indeed, Captain. Indeed. It's days like these I make sure to do my share of the sailing. He winks. Let him continue. He thinks for a moment before stepping aside and stretching out his wrinkled hand. Here, why don't you have a try? Criminal. Oh gosh, what does this mean? You should take advantage of the calm waters for once. I imagine you didn't see many in your past line of work. Take the wheel. Grip the wheel of the ship and feel the weight of the waves in your arms. Oh. You pan around? Cool. The memory in your muscles rear themselves as you begin to move in with time with the ship and the wind. Easy. There, you have it. The captain pats you on the back. Fantastic. Now try to get a sense of where we are. Get some perspective. Oh, I can really get perspective. Peaceful, isn't it? Oh, the water looks so cool. I like all like the... how it's like cresting. You can get like those like really, really bright spots. This looks beautiful. It is beautiful. Very peaceful. Panning and zooming speeds can be adjusted in the settings menu. Yeah, right now I'm like really cranking on this wheel to make it go anywhere. You might want to do that. He takes the wheel back from you. I think I'll drink the morning in a little longer. Would you mind preparing my quarters for the day's work? There's much to do. Alright, let's get those quarters ready. The forecastle door appears to be locked. Okay, let's go to the captain's cabin. Here we go. A tub. A pristine, furnished tub secured to the floor. A luxury to be had on the ice. That's really like icebreakers. A classical painting depicts sailors doing battle with a kraken. Oh, shoot. I wonder if there's actually a kraken in this game. That'd be awesome. You're unsure of any of its historical significance, though recognize the ship as the galleon of Captain Hamish. How about that? Okay, we also have a nice desk over here with a cloth on it for some reason, only on one part of it. On the desk, you make out a variety of papers, notes, and maps, as well as a sealed letter with a stamp you don't recognize. The deck itself is suspended with ropes to keep it safely in place. Great. Let's take some requests. You take a seat at the end of the room. The captain joins you. Now, let's run through our provisions before taking requests. To start, there's 23 souls signed on this expedition, ourselves included. There's 16 free to be assigned to tasks. They aren't already busy, the rest are deployed to their permanent stations. You are only able to deploy crew who you have discovered. They must be in good health and not otherwise deployed to another post. We'll be picking up a scouting crew at the next port. A lot of us also seem to be in good spirits. The expedition will end tearing itself apart if you end the week with no decorum left. Okay, so right now I'm at 100 out of 100 decorum. That's good. We have enough provisions for at least 6 months in case of emergency. That's good. We're also 100 out of 100. If you cannot afford the minimum food rations at the end of the week, crew will become malnourished. Okay, we don't want that. Unless cured, the malnourished status will develop into scurvy, a severe status effect that prevents crew from working, eventually killing them at the end of the week. Oh no. Okay, so we really gotta make sure that people get fed. That's very important. And more than enough fuel to see us there and back again. Very good. 100 out of 100 on that as well. Colder temperatures will increase the minimum fuel required at the end of the week. If you cannot afford the minimum fuel, crew will become freezing. Unless cured, the freezing status will develop into frostbite, a severe status effect that prevents crew from working, eventually killing them at the end of the week, much like scurvy. Okay, the sledding dogs. Well, there's still a matter of negotiation. Dogs will be needed to send sledding teams out to gather resources on the ice. Sending hunts out further requires a great amount of dogs. They will rest and become available between the weeks. You better be able to pet these dogs. That's the mark of any great game. You need to be able to pet the pups. It's an absolute must. Who's this guy? Oh, you got a dog? Have you agreed upon my conditions? To the point, eh? Shaw, this is Lady Cordell. Cordell here is to provide us with a kennel of hounds for our sleds. Oh, look at this pup, dude. And our agreement was that she would train them up until we part ways at the nearest island. But you neglected to inform me that you were bringing my dogs through the Pale Passage. I had no intention of sending them to their death. You seem to have good faith in this expedition. It's one thing to ask for my whole kennel, it's another to drive them on the ice to chase a myth. Never before has a buyer been so dishonest. Never before has a seller made such strong demands. Lady Cordell? A monkey are given to me by the locals of the city, on account of her vernacular. I find it odd that you seem to have researched me as much as you have in my kennel. I'd like to know who I'm negotiating with. Regardless, Shaw? She demands we allow her to come along on the expedition, as a member of the crew. None on this ship have the experience and familiarity with these dogs that I possess. If you are taking them to such a brutal location, they'll need me to guide them if they have any chance of survival. The humans on board, too, of course. Of course. You see my dilemma, Shaw. Bringing on another member of the crew is a risk, but our hands may be tied. Your thoughts? You're so adamant, we accept your offer. I don't mind having another hand. You can't decide that yourself, Shaw. You aren't the captain. I could be. But you are right. I'm probably gonna be, considering how this game is like supposed to go, right? I think we're supposed to be like a leaderless crew. You are right. I doubt Lady Cordell is likely to give up on her demands. He turns to her. The deal is already to your benefit. Do you have anyone on board with extensive training in the management and ruling of dogs? Your sleds are useless if you can't control the dogs efficiently enough to haul them. I would like to ensure my dogs are treated properly. Welcome aboard, Cordell. I'm just gonna keep saying that you can come. Your knowledge should prove invaluable. I've room prepared for you below deck. Looks like I am the captain now. There we go. We're at 24 for a crew now. No need. You'll find me at the forecastle with the dogs. She leaves. I hope I'm not making mistakes, Shaw. Well, you didn't make any mistakes. It was me. I chose this. Okay. Corvid? A sailor enters. We found a stowaway in the lower hold. Man, the crew's getting huge. Bring them in. Another sailor enters, leading a young man by their side. You know, you're not the first stowaway I've had. The captain studies them further. You know where we're heading, don't you? I do, sir. His name's Runt, the Ice. Did you know that before you climbed into the crate? I did, sir. You're hardly a useful pair of hands. Not true, I can pull my weight, sir. Do you know your jaboom from your bowsprit? I do. I learned it from my da. Your da? He's Ward's son. Followed him on board back in the city. What should we do with him, Captain? Well, Shaw? Hunt eyes you up. Your first mate. What should we do? Oh, man. He's not... We just send him to his death? We'll keep him. It's fine. You're gonna regret it, though. I'll keep him on board on Squints. Why? Why indeed? He's clearly here because father is. It would be wrong to separate them again. Alright, boy. Consider yourself part of the crew. Be sure to keep your nose clean and follow orders. I will. Thank you, sir. Captain, not sir. Aye, Captain. The stowaway joins the 2 sailors below deck, now a member of the crew. Well, it seems the litter has a new run. I hope the rest won't mind sharing in their rations. Order the father. Simple, split the pay and their rations. Yup, sounds fair to me. Yes, that works. Maybe we'll make a sailor of him by the end of this, huh? Well, that matter's sorted. Okay, let's finish requests. Yeah, that's all settled. I have one more errand for you to run. Could you grab the Stoke brothers and order them to meet me up deck after dinner? Hefty lads, red hair. You couldn't mistake them for another. An urgent matter? The Stoke brothers, who are they? Do you require me for this meeting? An urgent matter? Nothing you should concern yourself with. They'll be down in the middle of the deck. In the meantime, you should grab a copy of the crew manifest and get acquainted with more of the crew. We can do that. Where's the manifesto? There's a bouncing figure on the mast? What's up? Upon closer inspection, you make out the ship's photographer, Tasha Belford, balanced on the ship's mast with her camera, lining up a photo. How's the view up there? Oh, you startled the woman, causing her to nearly fall and drop her camera. Up or down? You up and retrieve the device and untangle herself from the rigging. This is Kasha. That was a close shave, Officer Shaw. By the time I met the first officer of this ship. Kasha Belford. Nice to meet you, Kasha. I suppose there was some sort of rule against what I was doing up there. Deepest apologies, but sometimes there's a shot you just cannot pass up. An accomplished photographer, Kasha Belford won the Fentler Prize, the highest honor in journalism, for her work covering plague outbreaks and riots in the capital. It came as a surprise to many that such a reputable journalist would make such an interest in this exploration. There was scarcely any chance of Hunt or the benefactor turning her away. You expected someone of her accolades to be older, more experienced. This is like your first time on the sea like this. Her proof is all we have. Unless we have to devise a way of bringing Viscount back with us, her proof is all we'll have. The Cold Game. Picture that as a header. Let her continue. Is that the name that this is supposed to be for this game? For the piece of this voyage, I'm trying to come up with a snappy name. No one will read it. The title sounds like work of an amateur. This isn't a game, Kasha. Sounds fine to me. Or I'm not the creative type. No, it kind of sucks. This isn't a game, Kasha, but it is a game. An expedition like this is not light business. Kasha nods eagerly. You can tell she's not really listening. Of course, right. It's thrilling, though, isn't it? Criminal. Well, I suppose you had your fill of thrills up until now. You can just tell by looking at me, huh? At least this thrill is within the law. I'm not averse to thrills. Well, I hope we have some coming this way. I hope to capture something right out of the Kurt Darling's oldest escapades. That reminds me, he'll be joining us at the next port. I should get his picture at some point. Kasha holds up the camera with a sense of pride before holding it up to her face. Stand still, Shaw. Do I get to see that? It's like a Polaroid? The captain sent me to grab a copy of the manifest. Oh, yes. I'm putting together a manifest of the crew for you. She hands you an annotated document. Here it is, the crew manifest. Okay, here's all our sailors. Who do we got so far? I've not discovered so many people. It's been a lot of talking, oh my lord. I've been talking so much. Oh man, we're gonna go long on this one for sure, I think. Okay, what do we got? Great. Have we done it? I think we've done it. The scout team are to join us to the next port, and the captain's forbidden me from the boiler room. If you could ask the others to get their portraits taken, I'd be very grateful. Don't want to leave anyone out. I'll see what I can do. I'll not disturb you from your work any further, officer. I have a few more shots I'm going to get before the sun lowers anyhow. Safe shots, officer, don't worry. You leave her to do her work. Alright, Kasha, heck yeah. Look at you. Okay, we got 2 Johns. It's about a large man with a youthful gait, carrying a heavy crate over his shoulder with relative ease. Oh, you're Officer Shaw. He gives a bright, warming smile. 2 Johns. That's what they call me. He's the size of 2 regular Johns. I'm sure you'll get the nickname later. 2 Johns attempts to offer a handshake, but loses control of the crate. He struggles before firmly holding it in place with both hands. Maybe later. Work awaits. Alright, added to the manifest. Of course, there you are. Can't go to the forecastle yet? Nope, still locked. You hear the kennel master preparing the room inside. Oh, that's what they're staying. Let's go below deck. Oh, that's right. We can pan around. I kind of forgot about that. What do we got here? Below deck again? Can I click on anything else? Or is it just the little highlighted parts? I think it might just be the highlighted parts. Okay, mid-deck. Approach the cook. You find yourself almost knocking over a man carrying a heavy pot. Careful, careful. He almost got drenched in broth. Oh, I would have been loved to have been drenched in broth. You should be more careful. You're the ship's cook, are you not? Apologies, I'm in a rush on a quest from Mr. Hunt. You're the ship's cook. That's what they told me. Indeed, I am. I got a plate full on my hands. Pardon the pun. You hear a roar from the other side of the door. Oi, what's holding you up? The cook shakes his head with a smile and chuckles slightly to himself. He grabs a large pot and prepares to make his way to the hungry crew before turning his head to you. If you don't mind, could you carry that tray of biscuits behind me? Do I look like a cook? I'm gonna carry the tray. I'm a team player. You grab the plate and follow the cook out to the door where the table and the crew are waiting with bated breath. Upon the cook's arrival, the sailors let out a rowdy cheer, the ship's cook placing the broth upon the table. Trust me, fellas, this one's worth the wait. The cook speaks with a tone of pride and he ladles the broth into the bowls of the crew. Oi, one at a time, you animals. Ward, you're awfully handsy for only one arm. Piss off, Junior. Got some bread here too. Grab it fast before Tucker beats you to it. The crew laugh and are merry as Junior guides you back through the kitchen. You're Junior. You seem popular. Well, you know what they say about the hand that feeds. Besides, half the crew I've known for years. You don't spend that much time on a ship with folk without learning all about them. You're Junior. I take that to mean Hunt told you about me. Set you to fence me, did he? Did he not give you a description, or were you just not paying attention to the cook? You weren't properly introduced. Robin Shaw, right? I've been keeping track of all my new crew. You're in Stokes, but no one calls me that. You hear them all call me Junior. You should do the same. No idea why Hunt picked someone that has never worked with me as first mate, but you seem the helpful sort. Glad to have you aboard. Have you traveled with Hunt long? My brother and I are among Hunt's most tenured crew. It's not often he hires outsiders, but I suppose this job is too big for the usual suspects. Well, Hunt wishes to see you as soon as possible. Ah, yes, good old Hunt. Never a rest on this ship, let me tell you. Especially when Hunt takes a liking to you. Alright, there you go. Off with you. You're meant to be gone. Oh, we got here. Call the crew for dinner. Oh, let's give them dinner. Heck yeah. Let's feed them up. Crew have their meal. It passes in relative silence. Oh, did I kill the mood coming down here? I must have. Alright, we're getting into the evening. The crew return to their posts. The hammocks are unfurled in preparation for the evening. Twilight falls. The dinner table. What's up? Oh, this is the guy and his son. Okay, over dinner you overhear the newly picked up stowaway speaking with a one-armed man. Oh, it's his dad. His dad's got one arm, he just wants to help him out. You're lucky Hunt didn't throw you overboard. Half a mind to do that myself. Come on, Da. I'm here to help. Better know that involves work. Don't expect special treatment. I won't. You're an impossible child, Timmy. Timmy. Old Timmy. Getting in the way. Helping out dear old Da. Dear old Da. Here we go, Mr. Claus, whatever. Okay, you spot one of the Templeton science team pacing around the mid-deck, searching through the luggage that has been pulled from a cabin. And look, let me look in the light. Where was it now? Oh, look his glasses. He looks cute. He's really cute. He notices you. Officer Shaw, correct? The white glossy. Apologies, I seem to have misplaced something while settling into the cabin. A bottle of wine, actually. Perhaps one of the sailors took it? She would just sow discord immediately upon this ship. Can't be hard to miss, it'll turn up eventually. I would hope so. My wife and I brought a special bottle to celebrate with. We saved for the journey back, of course. Well, if you find it, please let me know. Can do. Absolutely will do that. Oh, I have my own cabin, too. How about that? Open my journal. Oh, wait. I've already done this. This is where I started, right? Well, I don't remember seeing this. I don't know. There we go. Anyway, let's keep going up. All right, Templeton. You spot Templeton looking into the sunset. As you approach, he turns to you and nods. Officer Shaw. It was some time before we see a sunset such as this again. The light distribution toward the southern pole is quite the change. Sentimental? In a sense, Templeton keeps his focus on the reflection of the setting sun over the stirring waters of the ocean. There's a great expectation of us, officer. From who? Who is this benefactor of ours? That is not for you to know. Not yet. Templeton looks down, catching his reflection on the ocean surface. He looks back up at the sunset. Quite the sight, but I wouldn't linger upon it too long. We should retire for the evening. It's important for the first officer to be well rested. Okay, we can use E to advance to the next week. E? Use E? 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 Okay, it's up there. I thought it was like actually the button E, but I guess not. How about that? Okay, next week. All right, so here's our food rations. The food rations per crew member this week is normal. Looks like we're good. Oh, minus 50 for each. That's crazy. Okay, the fuel rations have gone down as well. Confirm the rations. Oh, I can change them. Oh. Half normal. I guess we'll just do normal for now, right? I think we're okay. It's definitely not going to stay that way. I tell you what. The ship makes its last port at Orca Island. Cordell's sled dogs are being picked up. The scouting crew and Kurt Darling are picked up. The days are getting brighter as you move further south. Let's start the next week. Week 2. 2 weeks on the Temperance. Okay, save game to tree. There's a rap on your cabin door. Who goes there? The door swings open to reveal Kurt Darling, all but filling up its frame, grinning ear to ear. There you are, Officer Shaw. The ship's navigator is a difficult man to miss. Stature and reputation precede him. Adorned with a slew of apparatuses, the seemingly one-man expedition would be known to anyone following the heyday of exploration and the merchandising that followed. It's an honor. Really, a wealth of invaluable experience in such a hostile environment. I wonder if he's not been swept up to some other post. Hiding away from the rest of us, are you? I mean, I'm just kind of busy and doing my own thing. Of course. The role of the first mate must surely take up a great deal of your time. Apologies for not stopping by sooner, Shaw. I've been busy myself. It took a while to set up my team, and a great deal of the crew were eager to meet me. Is that a brag? That's right, you're something of a celebrity, aren't you? I take that to mean you haven't heard of me before. Well, this is a pleasant surprise. There aren't many of us who haven't seen my films, particularly in this line of work. Oh, he's a movie star. More than one fellow in this crew said my work inspired them to explore the world. How about that? Quite the honor, is it not? This crew doesn't seem like the film-going type. Well, yes, most of them were born at the sea to begin with. But it's good to know that even these old films can inspire. I suppose I did get distracted, didn't I? Anyway, he's very verbose. I was hoping you'd join me up on deck. Sure, why not? We finally entered the pack. I thought you'd want to see it for yourself. Oh, heck yeah, I'm right behind you, let's go. I'm down to see it. Kurt turns to walk away before turning back. Oh, and enjoy your morning. It's a good day, Shaw. All right, there we go. He added to our manifest. Wonderful. We're picking up so many people. Let's leave. Let's go upstairs. Oh, there's a doctor's office now, too. I wasn't here before. The door to the doctor's office remains locked. Oh, this guy came really into frame. Well, look, it's talking from his, crotch or something. The good doctor isn't in. Okay, there we go. Or perhaps enjoying his sleep. You are yet to come across the ship doctor even after all this time. It's insane, actually. How's that even possible? Mr. Gloss, how's it going? This isn't Mr. Gloss. This is a totally different dude. You note one of the science team returning to their room. Ah, Mr. Gloss. Did you have a good rest? She nods to you. Oh, it's Mrs. Gloss. That's why. It's not Mr. Gloss, it's Mrs. Gloss. Ah, hello. I didn't expect many to be up this early. Harriet Glossley. What has you up so early? I found it difficult to adjust my sleep on a moving vessel. I believed a walk around the ship would help me acclimate myself to the waves. Perhaps it'll take some more time. With that, Mrs. Gloss makes her way back to the cabin. The science team aren't used to the sea or the sailor folk. Quite the culture clash, isn't it? Well, I'm sure they'll grow used to them over time. There we go. Into the manifest. Let's go above deck. Let's join Kurt at the bow. You join Kurt at the bow of the ship. You both feel the temperance break that flows below you. Gripping the railing, he draws an enormous breath. The footing beneath rises as the ship mounts at the impending ice flow. Oh, shoot. We just cracked through it. Okay, nice. Yeah, cracked right through it. He exhales. See? Nothing else like it. You weren't wrong. It's something, all right. Look at the ice. No two cracks are the same. All caused by us. By the laws of nature, this place wants us dead. And yet, here we are. Traversing in harmony. How fantastic is that? It's just ice, Kurt. What if we just said that? That'd be amazing. Okay, I assumed you've seen everything. A younger me would have agreed with you. It's an interesting mix, nostalgia and the never-ending new. Indeed. How far are we from land? We're about a week's sail from the last known location of the old Viscount. Assuming she isn't exactly where they left her, we can't take smooth sailing for granted. Same goes for this daylight. It won't remain this bright for long once the winter encroaches. Beautiful as the ice is, on this course it's going to get thicker. It looks out across the white. Won't be so confident when the leads dry up and we're stuck out here until the next cycle. We need to change the course. Avoid the pack. Have you informed Captain Hunt? He won't listen to me. Thinks I've been dulled by retirement. I've probably seen more ice than he has whiskey. Ooh, I don't like the way we're talking about the captain right now. If we have enough supplies if it comes to that. It's not my decision. It's the captain's decision. Yes, we got the captain's ear. Have you ever experienced a long night winter? It's not pleasant to say the least. If it comes to that, we'll adapt. Ha! I can see why you hired you. You should understand, Robin. We're only as good as the unhappiest man. Cheer up, then. That's First Mate Shaw. I'll do what I can. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. That's like a very officer thing to say. He nods and turns back to look across the ice. Wonderful. I think we're gonna go and call it right there for today. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. This has been amazing, by the way. I've really enjoyed the writing in this so far. I'm really like getting to know all the characters a little bit. It's really enjoyable. I think the game aspect, I'd love to see it implemented a little bit more. I mean, obviously I'm like, you know, only what 46 minutes in. So with a game like this, I think there's a lot of story to be had. And I think it's gonna be mostly story, but also a little bit of survival too. Like the survival and resource management aspect of it, I'm sure is gonna be a lot more prevalent when you get further into the game. I'm sure it's gonna get really difficult if I had to guess. But yeah, I wanna thank you all so much for watching. I'm probably gonna do a second episode on this, so be on the lookout for that. Make sure that you have comment, liked, and subscribed because it truly helps me out. Other than that, I want to thank all my lovely, lovely, lovely patrons over on Patreon for all that you do. I super, super, super appreciate you guys especially. And other than that, that's it for me. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.